Yeah, I was right there.
But no, I told you I don't swallow. I thought you were talking about cum. I'm talking about milk. Well, they're both the same. Oh my God. You never milked a man? No. Oh. You mean, what does that mean? You've never milked a man? What do you mean, let him come in your mouth? God. Is that what you're talking about? Just milk a man. What does that mean? Well, have you ever been milked? What does milk mean? Well, have you ever been milked? Is it homogenized or skim? So you've never been milked? Okay. So what is have you ever been creamed? No? No cream? What do you cream? Cream. Milk? I don't know. I'm saying as a man, you've never been milked. Ladies, have you ever milked a man? You've never been milked? I don't know what it is. What does that mean? As much as you speak about being sexually, well, I don't get into the jargon. I get into the action. A sexual professional. Paid for your say code is scrolling at the bottom. Somebody just asked about it. A sexual professional, and you don't know about being milked? I don't know the jargon. Again, Mo, have you been milked? I get into the action. What is milk? You said you don't. Not that you know of. You don't know you've been milked. So you mean to tell me I'm the only sexual experience? Oh, girl, you're the only prostitute here. Wait a minute. You're the only retired two. Wait a minute. You're the only retired two. That's the kind of thing that goes on the streets. That's not true. You learn that training. You learn that this on the job training. You learn that in your training. To milk and be milk. So what does that mean? A prostate massage? Is that what it is? What is to be milked? You see the people are in there. They're sitting in there. So you've never been milked? If that's what that means, no. What is it? So your prostate has never been relieved? Oh, what you mean when somebody? So you still a virgin? That's what you want to call it. You mean when you're about to come and somebody playing with your ass or something? What the fuck is it? Yeah, that's what it is. When somebody stimulates your prostate and you about to nut, you about to come. So you have been milked? I'm trying to think. No, I haven't. Yeah, I've been milked. Yeah. Would you like to be milked? You mean Craig? I'm asking you. There are women in here that say they milk men. They say that's the best nut. I don't know. You're depriving yourself from the ways of life with your heterosexual thought process. We want you to live outside of the box. But a lot of men want straight men, I should say. We want you to live outside of the box. I want something stuck up. It's not stuck up in it. Drewby, it can look like anything you want it to look like, baby, but I'm going to tell you something. It ain't. It's not stuck up in it. It's just held. You can't hold nobody's. You don't. No, hold anybody. No, your anus will be. No, you can't. Well, there's some people that you can hold their anus because I've seen it on X. And speaking of holding anuses and stuff on X, aren't they going to make porn illegal? That was a part of the project 2025, that they were going to make the porn illegal.
Well, if they are, I don't know what the OnlyFans girls are going to do.
Now, they do know that the people are, they're the biggest consumers of it.
Who? The Republicans?
Somebody said, how can I milk the writer?
Who said that?
Who said that? The same comments I'm looking at. Who said that? They said it's like a girl licking your gooch,
the perineum,
and you don't know. Hold on. Oh, so who slid in your DM? Oh, somebody said that they slid in yours.
When?
Oh, who said that?
Let me go over to my DMs. Somebody said, can we go back to the prison investments for a moment?
We will. We're talking about milk. They said, whose milk is spoiled? Ooh, they said in Florida. Hold on, in Florida.
Oh, tell Greg I want to milk him. Let me see what he look like. We want to milk him.
Oh, you come most when the prostate is stimulated.
Well, that's what I was saying. And then a lot of straight men.
So that's why when I'm in the position, okay, and like it's being pressed down on like this.
Pressed down and shaken together.
And it's
run it over.
And that's why.
Wait a minute. What happened?
Wait a minute. Wait.
What happens? But I think that's also why a lot of straight men don't like their ass to be touched, because they know they're gonna enjoy it. They're scared to enjoy it.
So, I met a man.
Oh, you're gonna share that here?
Just a little bit, not how.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I met a man.
You drive the bus. I'm just listening. I'm just riding.
I met a man.
Mm-hmm. When?
3 days ago. I met a man. So the man and I were having a conversation.
How old is he?
33. A young man.
So you're a cougar trainee?
More trainee than cougar. He's a foreign man.
Where is he from? I know, but just go ahead and say it.
He's not Nigerian.
He's Liberian.
Somewhere in that area.
Okay. I'm going. Africa. I gotta tell you about that. I bought my flight the other day.
You did?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Somewhere in that area.
Uh huh.
What's wrong? I hear you. Thanks. Somewhere.
Okay, he's from Liberia.
Yeah.
Uh huh. He's 33.
Yeah. So I took a moment to explain to him
So for him, what?
that I was famous.
Bitch, I thought you were about to take another turn.
I was famous. I told him I was famous.
Uh-huh.
You know, he says he doesn't watch TV and things like that. I was like, great.
Oh, okay. Well, I wonder if he spent any time on the internet.
I don't know. But anyway, so in the midst of our conversation, no, there's no need to look up because you're going to look back.
Okay.
So in the midst,
Go ahead.
so in the midst of our conversation,
Uh-huh. Did he have an accent?
yes,
Okay.
it was a black accent at first. It was black,
Uh-huh.
and then I was like,
Yeah.
"Where are you from?"
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Do you have a boyfriend?" I said, "I'm engaged." I'm engaged.
Give me a moment. Hold on. Slow down, NDRE. You're taking me way too fast.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. Okay.
So after I explained him, I told him that, I want all my niggas to have women.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm like, I'm a woman that I don't keep clutter.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes men get it's too much clutter. I don't keep clutter.
Mm-hmm.
I just gather the things and I just, it's a revolving door for me.
Uh-huh. So now,
I just like the good times. Hold on, let me finish.
Well, I want a description. Is he tall? Is he short? Is he dark? Is he
He's
light?
definitely dark. I like dark men.
Dark as in most complexion, G's complexion, dark.
O and G the same complexion.
G's slightly lighter, slightly.
You see it?
You don't know what I look like?
No, I'm looking. Okay,
Slightly.
slightly.
G is slightly lighter.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
So he's about G, somewhere between there and complexion.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he tall?
Taller than me.
Okay, that's not hard to do. Is he G's complexion? I mean, height?
In that area.
Okay, what's his build? Is he slim?
No.
He fat?
No.
Oh, he's built.
Yes.
Okay.
Built men like fat girls. Don't you ever get it twisted. I know y'all know y'all gays say no bats, no bill. But disgrace, like that brick oven piece of pussy. So anyway, I just assured myself, it's like, you had a boyfriend. I was like, I'm engaged. He's like, oh, okay. Because, when men tell me they're married or they're engaged, I'm like, what's that to do with me?
Well,
You have to take that with your wife or your girlfriend. That don't got nothing to do with me. And so he was like, we talked, and
So wait, hold on.
So I started.
So you may have a book one day to talk about your man with his wife.
Actually, I'm gonna have a television show wrapped around that.
Go ahead.
Ready. This should be pretty easy. I've kept
Go
it
ahead.
simple since you all seem pretty simple.
And so he said, "What about G? What about? Everybody has to go home." What? at me, God damn it. Every man has to go, every man that I know has to go home. I ain't got time for that. I told him, y'all the winners problem. I'm okay. Anyway, ready?
Mm-hmm.
So I gave. So we were texting back and forth, and then we were like,
Ding, 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 ding,
setting
ding,
up the date that
ding.
we're going to go on. It's like, listen, before we go into the situation like going on dates, I don't really have time for that. I said, I need you to know which star you're talking to. So I sent him over Google. He said, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see. I said, this is giving me, who the girl is. And so I was like, girl, I ain't got time for this, whatever.
So you said to him, I'm famous.
I did.
That's how you said it?
Yes. He already knew I was rich because of the year. He already knew that. So it's like, how do you get your money? Oh, God. Okay. And so, here's why I told him this stuff earlier. This is going to get real vicious. So I sent him over. And then he read. I said, well, did you read? I said, you read too fast. You read this thing too fast.
So you exchanged phone numbers because you kind of hopped over that.
Well, he was here.
But you sent him over the article or the whatever, the Google. So you had his phone number?
He came here to do.
I know what he came here to do. So you exchanged phone numbers is what I'm saying.
Of course.
Okay, so let's get the facts. So you told him that you're engaged.
No.
And then you said
you went too far back.
I know. I'm just recapping.
What I said was,
you told him you were engaged, and then you sent him your number because you needed him to know that you're famous as a precursor to going on the date.
Yeah, because we were talking about, like, he wanted to take me out on a date and all this stuff.
And he said that after you told him you were engaged.
Of course.
Okay, go ahead. I just want to make sure.
You have to let the men know that, nigga may want to know you. Anyway.
So you sent him the stuff.
Yeah. So after that,
he was still here when you sent it to him, or he had left?
No, he had left.
Okay.
And so we were still talking, and and after we were talking and the things, whatever, I was like, oh, okay, you're not giving me the response that I need. So this is the response that you're giving me is making me feel like that you know that I'm the TS. So let me confirm that I know that you know that I'm the TS. So I sent a.
Or what?
I sent a dirty stuff.
You sent them something from Big Big Big.
No, I sent him something from TS. I don't. And so it was very like it took a moment.
Hold on. You sent him one of your dirty videos? I mean, one of your nude pictures or videos or something? From your camera roll? You sent him something filthy from your camera roll?
Yes.
Was your face in there too?
Maybe.
What's the shoulder?
Because it could have been. It could have been inconspicuous. Or just discreet. It could have been.
Okay.
So.
So I'm assuming he saw you from the front.
And behind.
What happened next?
There was silence.
How long? 5 minutes?
There was silence. So after the silence, there were dots, bubbles.
He's typing.
Typing. Type this. He said, so, where's your pussy? And to that you replied, I don't have one. I said,
I have fallopian tubes either.
did you watch the video? He said, yes.
I cannot take it.
He said, yes. Where's your pussy?
I can't take it. Vagina. He said,
Where's your pussy? I said, I don't have one of those.
I have titties.
No. You saw those too? Right.
And then, so this is a picture or a video?
This was
I need you to see motion.
Okay.
You're not a fat critic. You let it off.
Say it.
Let it off.
Let me see what you said.
Can I take it?
Oh, God. Somebody said they're screaming.
Hold on. Hold the line. Give me a second.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
That is too funny.
Okay. What's this one?
Oh, so you were clandestine at first.
Clandestine, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know the thing. Okay.
Although you had her concealed at first.
No, there was no concealment.
Oh, there, now you can see her.
Yeah. And so then it was then it was this. Okay. But then I was like, let's be clear in our doing. Then the blessings begin to flow. And it is destiny. And then I put it back. You know.
Well, now, when did you do this video? Because this was not today.
No,
and that is not your house.
No, I was somewhere.
I see. So what did he say after that video?
He said,
that's when he said, where's your pussy?
where's your pussy?
And then what you said, I don't have to. And then what did he say?
I mean, and me looking at him, because he's very sexy and fine, but I know he doesn't have a lot of dick.
How you know?
Girl. So, she better be careful. Because I said, I don't have a pussy to give you. Because I was about to say, it seems like you don't have a lot of dick to give me. I can only give you what God gave me. And you can give me what God gave you. You don't have a lot of dick here for us to be going to this scenario, girl. All the dick that you're lacking, I have it. You don't need that.
I have enough to be angry.
Correct.
So what did he say?
That's not what you want.
Oh.
He asked. And the pussy. And I said, well, I can only give you one of those things.
This is not multiple choice.
I can only give you one. I know that you're befuddled right now, and you're bewildered.
Right.
And you're in this space of...
So is he coming back?
Of course. But I don't know if I'm going to, I want to know what he said next. That's not for them to know. We need 30 seconds. Oh, please. I just don't have a pussy.
And then
he was like, oh. I said, have you ever been in a situation like this? He said, no. And then I'll just leave it right there. It was very much so, very like, how? It becomes a question of how did the things happen? Like, how? Because, again, I don't care what people know out there in the streets.
right.
Yours first is not.
Yeah, first impression.
It's not a man.
Right.
Regardless of whatever these people out here care.
Well, like I said to you before, I think people who say that, like, man, obviously there are those people who say it because they're trying to take a jab. But I think that there are people who will say, oh yeah, I know, or I knew, because you had already shared that with the world. You had already, if you had never done porn,
This lyrics out here falling out.
If you had never done porn and never talked about it on social media and all that other stuff, I don't believe people would know.
But he said he just kept wanting to know where is your pussy? I'm like, but you see all that I have. That's all. I can't give you anything else.
That's it, and that's all.
It. And it was like, how? How did you? How?
It was a total disbelief.
I was in the daytime with you.
Right.
So how? And you know, we're in an age where everybody tells people that, I just know.
Yeah.
Oh, I can look at the shoulder.
Right.
Look at the back.
Right.
Look how long the torso is. Look at the neck. Look at the hands. Look at the flesh. Look at the tongue. Look at the nose ring. Look at the
tongue. I ain't never heard that.
The children just be saying all kind of shit, bro.
I ain't never heard the tongue.
I'm just being sorry.
Okay.
Because it's just like, look, I just know, and I just see everything. Like, I just know. And so my thing is, but be ye not dismayed, I was very much so honest.
Yeah.
Because I don't got time.
Right.
But there just was a lot of questions of, how did you get here?
That is too funny. Why am I yawning so?
It's that coffee.
Is that what it is?
That coffee will take you down.
Mushroom coffee. I think we talked about it now. Yeah, we did. We talked.
And so, which brings me back to this topic. The topic of just to Bigfoot girls, illogical women, Bigfoot, tall, wide shoulders, big backs, long neck,
big feet,
big everything,
hairy chin,
PCOS.
Motherfuckers ran me down. What?
When it gets down to it, and we have to get down to the things. That stuff, you fall into the line of that gender shit too.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know. You fall in line with that gender shit too. Now, I see a lot of big back girls celebrate it.
So when I think I hear you saying, correct me if I'm wrong, they were almost trans. They were almost trans their damn self.
You fall in that area, that gender shit too. So don't be too quick.
Girl, you were almost trans.
Don't be too quick to Don't be too quick.
Oh, God.
Because I know you know.
Right. That you were almost trans.
I know you know that you're a woman. That you're a female. I know you know.
That you were almost trans.
That you're a female. I know you know that.
Right.
But don't celebrate that motherfucker shit too quick.
A moment longer than that uterus, girl.
And outside.
Correct.
Don't celebrate that too quick.
When
they start bringing the girls up, you're going to be instead of like a screaming and with you.
Oh my God.
Because there's a lot of you women that are bigger than me, that are taller than me, backs are wider than mine, hands are bigger, feet are bigger. A lot of you girls are slightly clunky. You're slightly clunky. That's how y'all know this. Because y'all know y'all big. Girls are giving it.
Oh God.
No, you probably caught me in a pair of heels. I'm not 5'8".
That is too funny.
That's how y'all was over there so lost in the song with Donovan missing that real Y'all know y'all big mama was giving up his Y'all know that.
Oh God.
Y'all know that. Right, that's how they was up in the condition. Like, it's like, wait a minute. Because they know. Slightly clocky. Is it ain't slightly here? Very clocky. Very clocky. Some of you have had 3 children. That's still clocky. Like, oh, wait. Please. Because me and Miss Mary have sat around. Because Miss Mary very much so be like, you got to see Miss Mary when she doing it. When she sees somebody. What she say? That's a real woman. That's a real woman right there. I can hear Miss Mary saying that. Great. So she went you down. I'm like, girl, is she one of you? that's pretty much what she asked. Is she like you, boo? Is y'all the same? Is y'all the same? Girl. Oh, God. What she do?
Always right here, girl. Always right here.
Oh, God.
That is too funny.
So I just want a lot of y'all out there that was jumping up and down on the Albert Boat train and was saying, I could see, like, when they get rid of the transgender lunacy, if they came through and did a sweep. If they came through and did a sweep, a pickup, a paddy wagon pickup.
You better know it.
You could be outside with your children because I'm holding baby soon. Just know if they come, I'm holding baby.
Rich,
right.
oh well.
Right. You like this? What do you mean? Right. What do you mean? This is my daughter. Yeah, that's just the boy. That's what's going on. I have my nephew right up on the line. Yeah. Oh, God. Look at this bear down there. Because she knows it's balling out.
That is too funny.
Girl, wait a minute. So remember the story that we talked about the other day? With the young girl, I don't know how old she was, but the woman who was trying to get in the lift, and the driver wouldn't let her get in because he said she was too big, and his tires weren't going to be able to sustain her. Well, baby, she is suing.
So the woman that got denied a Lyft ride because she was too big is now suing Lyft. This is Lyft's comment on her post saying, "We're disheartened to look at this driver's unacceptable behavior. Please DM us at your earliest convenience for additional support. We like to address this as soon as possible." Honey, she wasted no time meeting up with lawyers to sue these people. She also met up with Fox 2 News Channel, and they said, plus-size Detroit rapper says Lyft driver refused to let her in his car. The driver apologized but said his tires essentially couldn't handle her weight and that she wouldn't fit inside. Her attorneys say weight is a protected characteristic against discrimination in Michigan, and they're filing a lawsuit against the company. Baby girl is coming for the coin. I want to know, do y'all think that she has a chance of winning this case? I think regardless of whether she wins or not, whether they settle in court, this is definitely going to change things when it comes to transportation, I believe. Lyft, Uber, they're going to make it to where this doesn't happen again. Something is going to change after this.
Fuck!
Girl. What? Listen. Don't you encourage me, Mo. Don't you encourage Daddy. And don't you make this fag over here say that shit. Get me started.
Okay, so my thing is this.
Craig, what's the thing, girl, child? And be very light.
I am.
Be very light, Craig. Don't be too heavy on this.
What did you just say? What did you just say?
Be very
Bitch,
light.
I'm still
Don't be too
hungry.
heavy on this topic, girl.
I think I'm gonna take my 15-minute break.
Are we gonna leave it alone, girl? Are we gonna leave it alone?
I'm on my 15.
Okay, girl. Girl, I still have 14 minutes. Why are you looking? Okay, well, you do your thing. Oh, you been quiet this day. What do you think about it? Nothing? Okay. Okay, now first, for real, all jokes aside, what kind of car was that man in? I can't remember what kind of car it was, but it was a small car. Did it give Elantra? It gave like Corona or something. But not even just the size of the car. His it looked like his shocks weren't real. It looked like his car wasn't really in good condition, is what I'm saying.
Listen,
It was a Chevy Cruze, somebody said.
and here's the thing. It says, I know you might watch the show, or I know some people may see clips from the show. I know this may happen as a prominent rapper.
She is
She's from Detroit,
Detroit.
as a prominent, yes,
Detroit. In head,
yes.
the facts are coming. Go ahead.
Yes, we are. We just got to get the paperwork together.
Right, we get the paperwork together.
You know, got y'all a spot.
We got y'all a spot.
We just got to get the paperwork.
Correct. Go ahead.
As a prominent rapper, as a person of prominence and recognizability, I don't know if that's the word. You'll scrape me later. You'll scrape me later.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you should be in a black car.
That's what I feel like she should have gotten an X.
XL. There's no reason why
She should have gotten a what?
XL.
Not a Honda XL, but an extra large vehicle. Because communication is our partner.
And clarity.
Is our friend.
Because I own an XL. Correct. And I'm not that big. And I get XL because of all the luggage that we have to put in the bag.
Correct.
Now you see, every time we get to a city room, we have to load all that luggage in there.
Correct. And they be playing musical chairs with the
Yeah, they
luggage.
be trying to get that luggage in there.
Now, here's the thing. Lyft immediately reached out. And they said that was unacceptable of the driver. Please reach out to us. Da-da-da-da-da. Now, I am quite litigious. I told y'all the other day, if Starbucks had played with me like they played with those two black men, I would have sued shit out of Starbucks. That was a different situation. In this case, I don't know. Y'all may not agree with me. I don't really feel like this is a legitimate lawsuit against Lyft. Because they did reach out, because they were trying to. Somebody said she is not very prominent. She's very local to her neighborhood.
Well, they know her enough to say, well, they knew she's a prominent rapper.
Everybody took the information that she gave.
Well, I've seen her videos of her sitting in that chair rapping. I've seen her sitting on the back of a car rapping.
So the common thing is she sits when she raps.
Yes. What's her name?
Her name is not Big Frida.
No, it's not Big Frida. It's Big, what is it?
It's Big something, but it's not.
Big Sexy? Big, what's the name? It's Big something. Big Dang. Big Dang.
Big Dang.
So it's Big Dang.
Well, I think she needed a big truck. And she needed or a van or something. Like she needed, like she should. And here's the other thing. When you request a car, it shows what kind of car it is. She knew damn well she was too.
Yeah, so it was big something. And I've watched her on these things, and I've seen her rapping, and I've seen her sit down. I see her sit back and she raps. No, see?
Wait, how's she doing? Girl, how's she doing? Wait a minute. That's.
And that bitch be rapping.
Is she good?
That bitch is good. That
Well,
bitch.
then she should have enough money to get a big.
So I'm saying it's an XL.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And maybe the driver. I'm gonna give you guys this. Maybe the driver was a little insensitive. Because if it was me, I would have just canceled the car and just kept going. I would have canceled the trip.
Probably, but again,
I would have been stopped.
But again, she's a
When I
prominent.
saw them knees,
Craig, see, I told you not to be.
once I saw them knees,
Craig, I said be light on this.
I'm just saying, once I saw them knees,
This is a heavy subject. Please be light on this.
I would have turned my broomstick around. Go ahead.
But
Got some cool stuff here.
I've seen her.
See her? Let me see.
Okay.
Girl, I'm telling you, I would have pulled my bitch. I'm telling you, I would have kept going. I would have drove right on off. But I think that, and I know that a company, in this case Lyft, I I know that they're responsible for the actions of a driver, but in this instance, I just think that's kind of unfair if they get a lawsuit because of the driver's action. And again, I know that. What is it? What's Big Day? Big Day. I know that, the company is responsible and all that stuff. I get it. So there she goes sitting right there. Yeah, she be. The bitch down that going right there. Well, turn it down. I want to see it. Oh, no, she's standing up right there. Oh, please, man. I done seen that girl sit down. Somebody said this conversation is precious. Oh, I like what you did there. Oh, my God. I like what you did there. Oh, my God. Here. I told you. Oh, she's sitting down right there. Oh, but she got a stool. I'm telling you, she's sick. She got a music video, and there's a bunch of people in the video, and they're sitting in the car, and people standing up. She's sitting on a stool. She's sitting on a... And she rapping. That bitch raps. You laughing because you seen this girl. You see her rapping. I mean, I still feel... You see she rapping. And sitting down. And bitch, that bitch raps. So my thing is, as a prominent person who gets almost 1 million views or 1 million views or whatever, anything, you can't let the city see you riding a Toyota Corolla, bro. I'm sorry. When you come out to the show in Detroit, we're gonna give you 4 tickets to come out. See, there you go. What's not gonna happen is we get tore up when we give her those tickets for not having the seat. So we're gonna give her. Oh, so you're saying if she's coming? Yeah, we're gonna invite her and give her 4 tickets. We're giving them to her? Yes, Frank. Why is she getting free tickets? Because I want her to come and rap. Girl, she can pay for one and we can give her the other 3. No, we want to make sure she has a seat. Oh, that's coming out of your side part of the chat. Yeah. Okay, we can just give her a section. Bitch. That bitch raps. But I do think that that's unfair to Lyft. Again, I know that an employee represents a company, and if they did something, you get to sue the company. But I don't know. I just think it was his own. And again, he may have been insensitive when he said it and how he said it. But I just think it still is his car. You may work for Lyft, but bitch, it's my car. So who's at fault here? Is it Lyft? She is for not requesting the right vehicle, the right size vehicle. He works for Lyft, but it's his car. So and if his shocks got fucked up or his tires, so who owes the money? Is it going to be Lyft? Do you think he should be terminated? No, and I don't think an attorney should have taken that case. An attorney should have said, "Ma'am, listen. They have several vehicle types that you could have requested. Several vehicle tiers. Correct. And you know damn well you ain't have no business. And they should bring that man's car in for the evidence. Because if she fucked up his car somehow, that man couldn't send the bill to Lyft to have it repaired. The only time they repair or cover something is if somebody vomits in the car, you know what I mean? Some sort of a cleanup needs to happen, and they'll bill the person's card. Yes, because you know that happened. You vomited in the car? No, that happened with one of our guests. Mama D. Oh, God. Can we have 30 seconds? I need 30 seconds, though. Please. All right. And I don't want to make nobody think that I was making fun of her weight. I just want to make sure that the people know.
Oh, what were we making fun of?
The critical thinking skills. You have to have critical thinking skills to know if you order a Toyota Corolla 93. A 93 Toyota Corolla C8 equipped.
Because she knew when that man pulled up in that car that them shocks weren't really stable.
We don't know what's going on in that man's shop.
I saw the video. Let me go look at the original video. I sent it in the Instagram, didn't I? Okay, let me go look in. Let me look at the original video. Hold on, let me see. Let me find this video. Wait, that's the follow up. Let me see. Where's the original one? Oh, here it is. Now, what kind of car is that? His car sits pretty low to the ground.
Yes, like that looks like a Lexus.
That's what I thought it was. I was trying to see this hubcap.
Let me see I can look at I've been in many cars already.
Mm-hmm. You get to see the hubcap.
This looks like either
when it first starts.
This is like this is not a Mazda. This is one of those. What is this? Is this some? This
Look at
Mazda?
that. What is that? What wheel is that? What kind
Take
of?
a screenshot,
Okay.
and then I'll be able to zoom in.
What is that?
I know them tires bald headed.
The tires are bald, and look at how the tires.
Y'all say it's a Benz?
No, this ain't a Benz.
I've had older Benzes. It's a C-Class Benz? Oh.
I put it in the system. Oh, you did? Let's see it real quick. And listen to the car. Because it looked like it was on its last leg. It sounded like it was on its last leg.
It gave Lexus. Are you sure?
And look at the hubcap, too. Look at the still. Oh, it's still, okay, we're uploading it. But it, okay, here we go.
Lyft driver denied me service. BC of my size.
Yeah, I got more space with my car is small. But believe me, first.
Yes, I did.
I'm sorry.
Listen, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna contact you. You're not gonna be fine. I'm sorry.
What makes you think it's really fun?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think it's really getting fun?
Because the car is small.
That's what it is. That's more than this time configured. That's the same time.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Are you really excited? I'm so busy getting no problem. Or another way.
And with you more specifics with you, I got very tired.
Yeah, y'all right. She said it's a Benz. And it's a C-Class, so it must be a C-Class.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that.
That's the small one.
Right.
You're a mess.
That's right.
But I'm elitist.
Oh, no.
And she said, I can fit in there. He said, no, my tires. He said, I don't think so. I mean, it's his car.
Nice haircut. Thanks.
That's the end of that. Somebody said it's the same size as a Civic.
Honey, a Civic.
The interior of those cars are small.
If you're going to get anything, you better get an Accord.
Okay.
A Civic?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these girls out here got these C-Class cars, girl. That's how you see all the punks out down there to the club. Got the C-Class Mercedes. I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Who got the
those folks be down there driving Benzes and stuff. You know, they like to pop their keys and their little BMW keys out, their little Benz keys out. You know, then I pull up them. You don't have this one. Quick. No, that's cute. You don't have this one.
I'm elitist. See, I don't even stay on that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cute. You don't have this one, bro.
That little Benz.
Yeah, it's cute.
Oh God.
You never did that, man.
What?
When the girls be pulling up in their motherfucking luxury cars.
I've never done one.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
You don't have this one, though.
No, I have not.
You haven't?
No.
Oh,
I do not act like that with people.
I don't either, girl. I'm just joking.
I know. Girl, you can't tell the kids nothing when they pull up in a C-glass pit.
Like, oh, that's your Benz. Like, girl, they were selling like this. Girl, selling. Okay, went into the BMW family. I'm like, this is my third one.
Oh my God, you are crazy.
You don't have that one.
I don't act like that.
There are only 6 in the country.
Don't you ever say I'm elitist again.
There are only 6 of those in the country.
Or bougie.
You don't have that.
'Cause I don't even speak like that.
No, it's like ground is different. The girl be trying to like terrorize me.
Right.
Maybe trying to start on me, girl.
Right.
Telling you after 60 things. That's great.
Right.
There's only 6 of those in the country. That's all 50 states. You don't have that.
Oh my God. I cannot.
What?
You a mess. You are a mess. What is this? So, you know, since they're banning like Black history and all that kind of shit, some Black TikTokers have tailored their content to kind of teach Black history. These are like professors or teachers or whatever. And so they've started to tailor their content so that, you know, they can kind of teach people like real history since they're trying to pull it out of the school system.
Okay.
And I thought this was particularly interesting because, for example, one of them is teaching like basic history, Black history, and then let me just show you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Introduction to African American Studies for the spring semester. My name is Dr. Leah Barlow. It is cold outside, but I really wanted to quickly get on and just show my face, introduce myself, share a little bit about me and the course ahead of your homework being due tomorrow and whatever else I post over the remaining of the semester. So a couple things you should know about the semester. Number one, the way that I teach this class is a little different than some of the other professors because I do teach this class backwards, chronologically in time. So, for example, this coming week, we'll be looking at Donald Glover's This Is America, the music video, and analyzing the lyrics of the song. And we go backwards like that. Welcome to Black.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Welcome to Black Fashion History 101. I am your professor, W.I.B. Christie. I'm a Forbes 30 Under 30 honoree, a Vogue Business 100 honoree for the work that I do to examine fashion through the lens of race, class, and culture, with a particular emphasis on highlighting Black contributions to fashion. And you are now enrolled in my course. And we are kicking off school today. So come back here every other day, every day, and I will have a different lesson for you. We will be examining different contributions throughout history of Black pioneers, Black inventors. We'll be examining very niche, unknown Black contributions to the fashion and dress landscape. But we will also be examining, again, fashion through the lens of race, class, and culture.
So the reason why I wanted to just, I mean, they have other courses that they're going to be doing, but I thought that was interesting because, you know, we talk all the time about how Black folks are not often given credit in the fashion industry, especially when it comes to our style, whether it's hair, da-da-da. So they're going to really show you and teach you, like, the origin of certain things. So I think those are great content creators. Y'all wait till we upload this new thing. Oh, you're not going to put it up there? Girl, you sitting there crying. You're not going to show them?
All right, lady.
They saw it. They told me, why you laughed at the girl falling? They have over 400 courses being taught. That's awesome. And then it's free. Like, you'll be able to get it on social media. That's why she sits down so often. Girl, we're not going to show them. Yes, that's her.
She didn't even fall. Y'all hoes so messy on Twitter. Y'all hoes so messy. Y'all bitches so messy.
That's how much she fell backwards while performing.
Y'all bitches so messy. Y'all bitches messy. Look at me here. B from 601. B on Twitter. Big 512074820. On Twitter. Y'all bitches messy. You know I'm not finna post that. Y'all bitches messy.
That's a mess. That is a mess. I done got hungry again.
Y'all bitches messy. And y'all be trying to have me trapped up, and y'all don't be no way in the comments fighting for me. Y'all don't be no way in the comments fighting for my life. Y'all start this bullshit, and this thing, you know, I'm attacking women. I'm fat shaming. Y'all messy. I'm not doing it.
There is a docuseries on Max called The Fall of Diddy. Bitch.
Oh, it's out.
Bitch. I was almost late to my dentist appointment today. I went and got my teeth cleaned today. I was almost late to my dental appointment because I did not want to leave teeth. Bitch, that shit is good.
I'm going to go upstairs and watch it.
It's on Max. I think it's like 5, maybe 6 episodes. I think it's 5. I will be binging that tonight.
I know April, it's not funny, but bitch, that shit was. They said I open up my Twitter because I be retweeting y'all while we on the Twitter, and that's golly.
I haven't gotten to that part. Somebody, Teray, said the assistant laid it out. I didn't get to that part. I'm only in the first episode, and there's a journalist named Danielle. It's a black woman. You guys know if you see her. I don't remember her last name. I gotta pee. Scary said it's good. Okay, I'm watching it tonight. But they said it's on Peacock too. Okay, I know it's on Max. I was looking at it on Max. But Danielle, you guys would know her. She was the first female editor of Vibe magazine. She's in most of these documentaries about music. And also, she's in the Luther Vandross documentary, so she's in a lot of stuff. she talks about how he basically threatened her. Like the first time that he was going to be on my magazine cover, they had a policy that they never show the talent the cover before it's released. Well, he called up and told her that she better show him or she was going to end up missing or she was going to end up dead or some shit. He said to her, she called her attorney, told her attorney that he had threatened her. The attorney contacted him, said, we need an apology today. Otherwise, we're going to the press with this, or to the police, rather. And in about 90 minutes to 2 hours, she said that he sent an apology over. But then there were people from Howard University. You guys know he went to Howard. He didn't finish. He did 2 years. And there was a woman on there who talked about how he assaulted a female in the dormitory. They heard them fussing outside. They opened up the window. They heard them fussing. He was beating this girl with a belt. So his shit started like in college. Excuse me, D. You said, why do Maddie be cutting off Craig so much? Craig's sitting here having a whole running the story of the Diddy down to y'all so hard. I tell y'all, don't come here with that. Oh. How'd she get a $40,000 tax refund? Girl, we need to play that. So yeah, we need to pay this up. Let's play it so we can hear it first. Play it. Girl, she need to get that bottom row teeth fixed.
I just got a letter from DHS. They have called my food stamps, cash assistance, disability for me and all 6 of my kids. First of all, the 6 men come forward to begin with. In my section, what do they expect me to do? I can't go out and get a job. You can't, or you don't want to. You can't, or the government made you lazy. I have been getting pallbearer since I was 18 years old. The government definitely made her lazy. And entitled, obviously. So for 10 years, I have been in pallbearer. And you said that shit with your chest, like you should be proud of that, girl. Okay, this is not a temporary solution. It is a permanent solution. For my 2 older kids that don't live with me, I have been on the case, which is considered fraud. So if you thought you wasn't getting food stamps, how you thought you was getting them now, you probably won't be ever getting them again. Little Jack went behind my back and put them in his food stamp case so he could get food stamps since they were his home. I'm waiting to the problem. So you're okay with your kids being over here with him, but you just want food stamps. So if you fuck the kids, I want what I want. Okay, continue. So it's okay for you to sit on your ass and collect fundings and food stamps and all the other things while you work hard for his, basically. I used to need the food stamps. So y'all, and now they're forcing me to pay back over $48,000 plus student debt. And I'm working 12 months. I'm going to take my taxes. And this is what my problem comes in because how is this lady sitting on her ass, not doing anything with her life, literally, and the file taxes? How are you able to file? What is she filing? So, my $40,000 tax return, she was getting paid $40K a year in returns to sit at home with her kids. Then she probably had with her cousin, but we don't go to the house. I will be a recipient of and I'll still give her a well, I'm pretty sure you get enough on disability checks. Okay, with that. Okay, I don't hear from
Those Apple tunnel.
they're a problem at home. They need to be getting people like y'all, because y'all are lazy. Yeah, you just don't get a voice. What's your well, man, technically you're a scammer. So jail time is pretty Pretty satisfying for your case. So if anything, I come up with that. But I don't do a fucking job like the rest of us. And you know what grinds me up? Imagine your taxes being held up for, we get little taxes, I've never seen a fucking 40K in taxes. But I don't have 6 kids either on disability. But imagine your taxes being, held back or hold for some type of reason, and you behind a bitch like this. And then you don't work all year long. Imagine being behind the IRS line behind a bitch like this.
I'm saying it's a skit. So the white girl is doing a skit?
Probably.
Well,
This is not a skit.
why?
This right here is not a skit.
This ain't a skit. So one of the pen pals who worked for the Department of Family and Children Services inboxes to me.
Oh, the pen pal did
Right, a little while ago. These are the people behind these.
Yeah, she actually works for the DHS. White people receive 43% of the food stamps. Asian, Pacific Islander, or Alaskan Native American Indian receive 8%. Black people are at 23%, and Hispanics are at 26%. So, white people get the most, then Hispanics, then Black, and then Asian. So it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Please stop letting these people convince you that Black people receive more aid than they do.
Who do you think that she voted for? Who do you think she went down into the polls and voted for?
Well, by the looks of her teeth, she probably voted for Trump.
So what you saying is that them people got teeth ain't right?
Most of his base has horrible teeth.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
RFK Jr. passed vaccine comments resurfaced amid his nomination for health secretary. We should not give Black people the same vaccine schedule as whites. Their immune system is better than ours.
Did I ever tell you all over here that vaccines were created by a Black slave? Did I ever tell you that?
You did.
Oh, okay, I'm glad there. Well, because we have almost 13,000 people, I think I should share it again.
Go ahead. And I don't want to cut you off, so I'm going to sit over here in the corner and let your pen pal D that's in the comments.
Now, how you know?
Because I looked at D say, why do I keep cutting you off?
Y'all mean she's a pen pal.
Oh, well, go ahead on and do the 13,000 and D.
So, there was a slave that had been brought over to the States. And I can't remember his name right now. I'll have to look it up. But his name was like Menace or something like that. I'll have to look it up. He created the vaccine. And when he had been brought to this country, I believe it was smallpox that was ravishing and devastating white people. It was killing them all. I think it was smallpox. Yeah, there it is. Ocinimus. There it is. Thank you. Right there. That's his name. I guess it's, I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's his name.
So he was a slave. He was brought here. Yes, it was smallpox. See, that's why I said, this is why on my live stream I say good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. Because see, we smart over there. Smallpox was killing white folks. And because he had come from Africa, they had knowledge and training on creating vaccines, right?
Training?
Not trainees, training.
Oh, sorry to cut you off.
Oh, it's okay.
I just needed some clarity.
Right. And so what happened was he knew how to create a vaccine because, you know, essentially when you create a vaccine, you're taking the virus and, you know, using it to help cure it or control it. So he thought that if he shared with them how to stop smallpox, he thought he would be liberated. He thought he would get his freedom. Yes, and it was in Boston, Massachusetts. Thank you. Well, he showed them how to do it, how to clear it up, and it stopped everything. You know the crackers ain't giving him his freedom. So to this day, they use his same method in creating vaccines. Again, something else we want to give him credit for.
D, may I speak? D, may I speak? I just need to know if it's okay with D. D, may I speak? Okay, great. So, you know, in the instances of things, like a lot of times people are always, especially people that get upset, they have been guilty of it. You know, most fags, trainees and punks and stuff get guilty of it because we sit with people who we try to do things with people who we think makes us we feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not, you're not talking about me. You're talking about them.
Them.
And so I would have only healed the slaves. And I'd have made a concoction that would have killed the master.
Right. Correct. And like what they're saying in the comments, Henrietta Lacks, that's a similar story. They used her cells. They used this woman's cells without her permission. She was in treatment at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore. They were using her cells and testing them. And to this day, her cells has been a part of every medical major breakthrough. Every medical major breakthrough. They've used this woman's cells, and her family was not paid. So even in the example of this slave that we were just talking about, their descendants should be wealthy. Like, there is no reason why Henrietta Lacks' family and this slave, whose name I can't pronounce, there's no reason why both of their families, respectively, aren't enjoying generational wealth. Because every single pharmaceutical company that uses Henrietta Lacks' cells, they should be paying some sort of a dividend to her family.
May I speak, D?
And every vaccine that they come out with, that man's family and descendants should be making money as well.
May I speak, D? Okay. Reparation.
Correct.
So to go down there and press your food stamp, that button over there, and say reparation sleeve.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yes, somebody just said something about Dave the Slave. That story as well. Same thing. Like, his family should be reaping the rewards of his work, his artisan work. He was creating pots and things like that, pottery. It's crazy.
They said, but instead, John Hopkins families are wealthy and financially.
Absolutely. And you know, in my mind, I imagine that Henrietta Lacks' family is probably struggling somewhere. They may not be. But my thing is, there's no reason why her descendants should not have money to go to college on their own, have money to start a business on their own. You know what I mean? They should be enjoying the wealth of that.
Someone in the comment section said, y'all better stop donating your organ.
Yeah, I don't have my shit donated. I'm not donating mine.
Yeah, they asked me the driver license plates when I went down there. I want to donate my organs. I was like, honey, which one?
Which one? Which organ you want?
So a lot of times when they
Say
say
y'all want to motherfucking make me change my gender marker back, which one of the organs do you want, bitch? Which one?
So when they talk about we've never had anything, and no, we've had stuff. You all have stolen. So a lot of that shit that y'all have, you got from us.
So my gentleman friend that I was talking about, we were having deep conversations, and he was
You all covered a lot.
we did. He did. He was African, and so we in our conversation, he said the biggest lie that America told black people is that they have a chance. He said segregation was the time when black people were thriving during segregation. He said that when they integrated America,
That's it.
is when black people started blah, 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 blah.
We've talked about that here.
So I sat back and I said, So I posed the question, do you think that we would be a better nation if we would have remained segregated?
I personally think that is a huge part of why we stopped supporting black-owned businesses. Because once we were allowed to now go into white stores and restaurants and things like that, many of us thought that we were missing out on something. And many of us thought that their businesses, their restaurants, their products were better than ours. Ours was subservient to theirs. Not subservient, but what is the word I'm looking for? Not subservient. Subpar in comparison to theirs. But the thing is, and so then we abandoned black-owned businesses. We stopped going to black-owned businesses because we thought their shit was better. Subpar, yeah. So long story short, it really kind of crippled us. And when I think about it, and I don't know if I said this over here before or not, but when you put your kids in these schools because you think they're better because they're white, sometimes they do have better books, computers, resources, etc. But you got to think about the exchange. You got to think about the microaggressions that your children are going to experience being the minority in a classroom. How it's going to chip away at their self-esteem or their confidence because they are you know what I'm saying? Where they may feel ostracized or alienated. So while they may have access to a better school with resources, what's the exchange? What's the sacrifice? Right? So I've always thought about it, like if I ever had kids, I don't know if I would put my kids in a predominantly white school. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if I would. What? I'm not saying I'm going to put them in some poor black school. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is I'm going to find a really, really good, balanced school. What? But then the other thing is they're not going to get the lessons, the history lessons, the shit that they need. What? Was that your original question? The original question was about segregation. Did it hurt us? And I did answer that.
That's not my question.
What was the question?
My question about your children.
Oh, said if I was to have children.
So how would you do that?
Artificial insemination.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're not going to carry your kids?
Neither are you.
We're both different kinds of women. I thank you, but women nonetheless.
Oh my God.
Women nonetheless. Leon.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I just, you see, this is how this is how you're able to, and we're good sports about it. Like, we're good sports about joking and laughing and poking fun and at the big picture. Like, I don't get offended by every,
You're right.
because if we able to, if you can't read yourself, how the hell you gonna read somebody else?
Right.
I read my motherfucking self all the time. So a bitch trying to read me don't work. We throw shade back and forth.
Yeah.
Who we are. Another question, Craig, that's going to be a bit.
What?
It's going to be a bit tricky.
Okay. And to your point, those of you in the comments, they did say that the Henrietta Lacks family did settle. It's a closed settlement, confidential settlement, so we don't know what they got. I'm of the belief they definitely didn't get what they should have got. But go ahead.
I want to go back to the segregation thing to challenge you. And then after that, I'm going to go to another question.
Okay, go ahead.
So, had we stayed in segregation, where am I going?
Where would the gay? Where would that have left us?
Yes.
The gays, the queers.
Where would they have left the black queers? Would we have to, in those moments, become segregated as well? Would there be what's the word when it's
What? Oh, like hierarchy?
not hierarchy?
What?
Like would we have to segregate too?
Well, would it be polarized? I mean, it's kind of
polarized.
right. I mean, it's kind of that way now. And for me, I've kind of landed on what I believe is my life's calling, and it's telling our stories, my books, whatever. I think a part of my life's work is to bridge communities, the black community with the black queer community, and even in the queer community, the gays and the trans, the lesbians and the gays, black and white.
But right now we're talking about black. We're talking about black wealth,
right?
Segregation just between white race, black race, like the country was in the 60s.
Right.
Where would we, fags of a certain tax bracket?
Well, now that's a different conversation.
This is nuance.
Right, that's nuance. Because when you first started, if you were just asking about the black community and the black queer community, that's one answer. But then when you're talking about the black queers with some money in the black community, that's a different thing. Because I think that the black queers with a little means and money have been more accepted.
So you think it would be a hierarchy then?
I do.
Do you think that we would have been accepted as a social in the social class of the thriving social class?
I think in certain social circles, yes. The black queers with money, though.
Well,
go ahead.
More nuance.
Go ahead.
You mean black gay men?
Primarily, and lesbians.
Where would the trainees stand?
Girl, y'all would still be out there fighting for everybody.
So, do you think that we benefited more, or we would have still benefited more because of segregation? Because it gave us an area, a little bit, half of a seat at the table. A very little tiny corner at the table.
Well, see, again, like when we were talking the other day about like a Bayard Rustin, for example, who was Dr. King's right-hand man. He wasn't a wealthy person, but he was accepted to a degree because he was smart and because he knew how to organize. And they knew, and he knew how. Now, if you watch that Netflix film, though, called Rustin, it was about his life. Because when you think about all these black films that came out, like Selma and all these other black films, they never really spoke about Bayard Rustin. I think there was a blip, a slight mention of him in Selma. Slight. But they tried to say that Bayard Rustin was a communist. The U.S. government said that he was a communist, and that was their way of getting him, Dr. King, to separate from Bayard Rustin. But they called him a communist because they knew that he was the brains behind the Freedom Riders, the March on Washington. They knew all of that. But Bayard Rustin was out. He was an openly gay man back then. So the thing that's so impressive to me is how back then he was out, but now today you still got people who are so positive. He was out in the 60s. Now here's the other thing. He was in a long-term relationship with a white man. And one of the scandals that kind of tripped him up a little bit, the gays. He got caught
At the bar?
at the park.
He was down to the bar. Was he? Girl, he could have been walking his dog.
No, girl, they caught him with some man in the restroom or some shit. Kind of like they did
Tevin Campbell.
No.
You know they caught Tevin Campbell in
He was soliciting an undercover cop for fellatio.
Yes.
But no, I was going to say George Michael. When George Michael finally got outed, he was out there in Beverly Hills in a bathroom trying to solicit an undercover cop.
Why have they tried to criminalize people living in their individual selves?
Right.
Why has it been a crime? Because if they're going off of biblical,
Somebody said it was a threesome in the back of a car.
Get out. Get out.
Like I said, sexual.
Get out.
if it's based off of biblical, this country most definitely was not built off of anything God and Christian.
Mm-hmm. No.
There was nothing God and Christian that this country was built off.
Right.
This is why I can't understand how those people sit up there in the Supreme Court or they appoint these people and their rulings are based off of morality.
Right.
When we have the acting president right now that is doing so many immoral things, things that are against like it's a human right.
Hey!
Human right.
Right. Somebody said, well, "What's the thing with always with undercover cops?" Because at one point they were targeting the gays. They were trying to set them up.
Again, you guys that are living in this time frame, don't understand. Like it was illegal for you to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
It was illegal for you to, as for a man to wear women's clothing. It was you were getting charged with sodomy.
Right.
So we told you this the last show 2 days ago. This is where all the code words that you've learned from the fags.
Hey!
You've learned these code words like trade and
Get.
It's illegal because we had to underground communicate with each other.
Right.
I'm sorry, big girl.
Yeah.
Fish.
Right. And the gays would be arrested because they would raid like gay clubs.
Yes, they would go into
these gay clubs and they would raid them.
You'd be in your mind again. Here we
Have
go.
a drink
The
at a bar.
fags are minding their own business.
They're having a drink. They're in a bar, and they would come in and raid the place and lock everybody up. And then what they would do is they would out you, bitch, because they would put your name and shit in the newspaper. They would out you by putting your name in the newspaper.
That's right. The concealed mistress said while J. Edgar Hoover was wearing a fucking dress,
Well,
and he was a pole. But there are the people that are holding power right now are criminalizing everything that they can't live out loud in color to be. This is why their first thing is going after when you want to. when you try to figure out like why this is the first thing on the list when it's such a small percent, it's because those people can't occupy that percent space. Mm-hmm. And they're angry with being able to look out over the vast seas, the vast television, the vast programming, and see one or two people that they wish that they could be in those positions.
Yeah. In the same way that the straights interrogated the gays then and now by going into their spaces and arresting them and harassing them, it's the same way that white folks spend their life and existence trying to annoy black people.
Hold on, Craig. Somebody said, I disagree. I think it was the kids. People have always used kids as the scapegoat. Mo, did we delete that picture?
They thought, what was the kids?
Yeah, I think you deleted it. When I had the white person, the black person was over there saying they had the percentage. A lot of people have used the kids as a shield. They've used the kids and be like, girl, you're 8-year-old, you're 9-year-old, you're 12-year-old. Okay, yes. I'm not going to sit up here and act like that. Because even me, at times, I felt like that it was a lot. And Craig, we could talk about it. Mm-hmm. I felt like that there was a lot of propaganda around the trans shit. Like, because every 5 minutes we were hearing about it. Like, every 5 fucking minutes, there was some goddamn bitch, bearded bitch, in the motherfucking goddamn somewhere with a razor shaving in the sink like they don't got no home, like they couldn't shave before they left the house. Every 5 minutes, there was some trainee story of some bearded bitch and the bitch talking about they were trans. You know, now somebody said this to me, and I don't know how I felt about it when they said it to me.
What's that?
But I'm going to say it out loud, and I'm going to let us discuss. Somebody said to me, T.S. Madison, the reason why that trainee shit got out of control is because you motherfucking trainees didn't gatekeep what trainees were supposed to be. It blew me back like this.
What do they mean? Like,
bitch, because everybody that jumped up was being labeled trainee. How many times have we seen motherfuckers up there with fitted caps on or motherfuckers standing up there like when anytime some shit was going on, you standing here with your shirt like this, transgender woman, Craig Stewart. Like, we kept seeing that. Like we kept seeing that. Like we kept constantly seeing. And my thing is,
yeah.
And I'm gonna get flack for this. Most transgender people that I know, and I know the girls finna get down here.
Okay.
And they finna try to dig their claws in my back. But most transgender people that I'm from a different time. When we transition, we started to transition. We transitioned in the space of, girl, we were trying to
really look.
We were trying to really give what we were transitioning. We were trying to give the cut. We were trying to give the motherfucking the trade. We were trying to give it.
Right.
That's why the boy was over there like, how?
Right. Yeah.
We were trying to go for complete realness. Bitch, we were walking. Bitch, it was about being motherfucking pussy.
Right.
My gay mama used to tell motherfucking me, bitch, honey. When my gay mama used to do that to me, I was devastated. You think
you passable?
You think that's a woman? You think this is what a woman looks like? Bitch, my gay mama devastated me to the point I was like, bitch.
Yeah.
I got to break all that shit down.
Yeah.
My gay mama was like, bitch, you're not finna be tiptoeing with me like that.
Right. Clocking, having people clock me.
Bitch, you're clocking.
Bitch, you're a butt. You are clunky. Bitch, you are a brick. Right. You think this hard? but okay, and this is a real question. Aren't most clocky in the beginning until you kind of that soften your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you're like one of the really light-skinned girls who got the naturally, you might be a biracial girl or Hispanic girl or a black girl. They got
well, listen, there are dark-skinned girls that slap.
That's what I'm getting.
That slap through his ultimate puss.
That's what I'm saying. So unless you, as a boy, you look really, really soft and you know, already, it's easy to transition. But aren't most trans women who started off as boys, but they have to kind of go through that process, right?
Yes, you have to go through those types of bitch. I'm telling you, my gay mama used to tear me up.
Yeah.
To the point that I was like, I hate this bitch, but I appreciate her today.
Right.
Bitch, my gay mama was like, what is that?
Here they go talking about critical colorism. Go ahead with that bullshit. You know what the fuck I'm saying? What I'm saying is, if it's a boy who's already really soft and, you know what I mean? And sometimes they have like, you know what I'm saying? Stop acting like that y'all don't know what the fuck I'm saying now. I ain't no goddamn colorist. You know what the fuck I'm talking
Like
about.
Alonzo.
Yes.
Like Alonzo.
Yes.
Alonzo just started saying that they...
He's non-binary.
I said they.
Right. Non-binary.
Just like Alonzo said that they're non-binary.
Right.
So, when Alonzo came here,
We did the crazy thing.
Court, so Alonzo said that they haven't taken any hormones. They don't take hormones.
Right.
They don't. They're naturally soft.
Like in that case,
they
naturally
have these things.
Didn't have facial hair.
hair.
So that's what I'm saying. So in that case, it's very easy. And Alonzo is not trans, but what I'm saying is, it's easy for Alonzo to look like a woman, to pull it off, as opposed to you or me. You know what I'm saying? We would have to go. No, I'm saying, like, if I was to be trans, it would. I would.
Like, me and you look alike?
No. What I'm talking about, like,
I'm saying no.
what I'm saying is,
Excuse me. No. I know you've been silent. No. Can you pull your hood down and look over here?
No.
Excuse me. No. Can you please turn around? No. Because you know what I'm talking about now.
I'm talking about before you transition.
Before you know there are two women sitting here. The big difference in the two of us.
I'm talking about before now. I'm talking about before you transition. I'm saying, like, we would have been on the same playing field. Timothy and Craig would have had to go through the same kind of work. We would have had to go through more work than an Alonzo. We would have had to go through more work than an Alonzo, because Alonzo already has softer features.
This girl has just taken all my pussy rights. No, you know what I'm saying. Just told me that I'm sitting here, girl. I'm sitting here giving a bag of cement, girl. No, you know, she fucking with y'all. She talking with y'all.
She know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That I'm a brick mason.
No, she know what I'm talking about. She fucking with
This
y'all.
girl has told me I'm in construction work. She got a John Deere out there. John Deere.
I'm saying, like, initially starting off from the ground. You know what I mean? Where there are boys who have really soft features. Like, I know men who never grew facial hair. So it would be easy for them to transition.
Alonzo is not trans.
No, Alonzo is non-binary.
Alonzo has stated that they are not trans. They've stated that they are non-binary.
Yeah.
That's what they have stated. You know what I'm saying? And like when Alonzo came, like, you know. And so there are girls that may have to work a little extra.
That's all I'm saying.
There might be girls that may have to work a little extra. Like
Right.
it may take a little extra time to break down.
Right.
It might.
Right.
You know.
So that's what I'm saying. So when your gay mother was like, you think this is a white?
My gay mother was vicious.
Right.
My gay mama was so vicious. She was vicious to everything.
Right.
Because the gag is, she was the girl that got through.
Really?
Bitch, all the heterosexual people, the straights,
I want to know what she looked like. I want to see
bitch,
her.
all the trains, all the stuff, even the men
Yeah.
were like, bitch, pack it up.
Really?
You don't give that.
Right.
You think you look? Even the men used to be like, girl, that. What you need to be trying to strive is to be like that.
Really?
And that girl took that.
She was the bar.
That bitch was the bar. And that bitch gave.
Now, how was her voice?
Girl, it was she was very happy inside. You know, but her feet weren't terrible. That was one thing I used to tell her up, bitch.
You would get her with the
I would
feet.
give her feet.
Yeah.
That bitch feet was horrible.
Hey, what would she say?
I would tear her feet up.
What would she say?
Like, girl. I would tell her, bitch. She's like, girl, they don't see that first.
Oh, right.
I said, bitch, they don't see that first.
She keeps them covered up. Okay.
She said, bitch, I'm sorry to y'all that don't like this word, but these are two communal people talking.
Right.
She said, bitch, fish starts in the face.
Okay. Wow.
I came up and said, fish, look at me, Craig. Fish starts in the face.
Was she older than you?
Yes. Fish starts in the face. And bitch, you're not fish. So it was just very much like, oh my God. No, not Miss Eve.
Not Miss Eve.
No, Miss Eve was my second gay mom. Miss Eve was my older gay mom.
So where's this first one?
She a Miami.
You don't talk to her anymore.
We talk here and there. I haven't talked to her in a while.
Really?
You know, but bitch, it definitely fish starts in the face.
Right.
And this is not fish.
Wow.
I told y'all that story about that time that I was going through my little thing, girl. I had on my little brown. That's right. Who's that? Who wrote her name down there? Oh, you'll find it. You can put it up there. Bitch, y'all, that bitch, whoever wrote that, that's right, Clint Clark. Bitch, you know Miss Tan was not to be tampered with.
I want to see her
Bitch,
now.
Miss Tan was not to be tampered with, period.
Yeah.
Bitch, Miss Tan was the girl.
Really?
And she was 6 feet tall.
Really?
She was 6'1", almost 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
It was big. All that didn't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And the confidence was very much so. She commanded you.
Right.
A man.
Right.
Bitch, I remember the boys used to terrorize her, bitch, because it was such an exoticness. This is why I've always...
Was she from Florida?
Yeah, well, she's Bahamian and black.
Okay.
Well, I mean, not in black, but she's Bahamian.
I know she's in American.
In American.
Yeah. Well, right.
That bitch used to pump through, bitch, big tall.
Yeah.
And was so Amazonish that the girls that, a man would give...
Yeah.
You a man. She's like, bitch, I can't help that you don't know the difference between a man and a woman.
Okay.
It was very much so. She was, bitch, who she was, she believed it.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand about, bitch, you can't shake me.
Right.
Who I am, I believe it, bitch.
Right.
All that riff-raff, you pussy asshole be talking about me. Bitch, I learned from the bitch that taught me.
Right.
That bitch used to tell me, bitch, you better not run. When I got real, I knew when I started to become real.
Yeah.
Because she used to let me in.
Yeah.
I knew when I got more realer, like more pussy, it was,
Yeah.
you can ride with me, girl.
Because before she went on and talked,
shadows. It was, it was those faces, bitch. Oh my God. I want to meet this bitch. That bitch used to terrorize us, girl.
Really?
All of us younger ones in her.
Yeah.
And she had those nails and
right.
shit. That bitch, she would gasp at the fact that you were like, oh, girl.
That you were delusional enough to think that you were
Do you think that I would sit with you?
Oh, my God. That is too funny.
You think? But this is how we know that we started to become more real.
Yeah.
Because then it was like she would let us.
Yeah.
She would let us pump through with her, like she'd let us go to those events. But then sometimes she let us go with her to those events just to show us you are not.
Clark, that you are not real.
You are not on my level.
Right.
You are not on my level. Let me show you how it's done.
Right.
Now there was an incident that happened. Where it became like where this is OT. But there was an incident that happened where they broke out fighting. Because we used to always go to the straight club. It was Banana Joe's, Lime Key,
what's that club that was on Thursday? I talk to y'all about this shit all the time. What's that club? I'm older now. It was what's the club? Banana Joe's, Lamb King. What's that one that was on Thursday? It was in Kendall, and then it moved to Iguanas. Bitch, Iguanas. Mm-hmm. Girl, it was a fight that had broke out. Oh, yeah. Instagram is gone. Oh. There was a fight that broke out in the club. And so one of the guys hit her in the head with a pool stick. Like one of the trade, because the trade used to couldn't take her. Yeah. The trade couldn't take her because, bitch, they could not. Bitch, the bitch was pussy. Yeah. The bitch ran through the entire University of Miami football team. I'm sorry to pour your tea, girl, but we're old now. We can tell these stories. That bitch ran through that entire football team. Because they were so fascinated with the fact that this was she was born male. Like people were saying, and I don't think the women will ever I don't think biological women will ever understand this. Right. Yeah. They're ready to label a dude gay. Right. I don't think that they will ever understand it. Yeah. But bitch, it was the fascination that this bitch was born male. Mm-hmm. And it was like, it's just like the guy yesterday was like, how did you do this? Right. So that's how it happens. And so this is how the people get into the space. They get into the. This is how this shit is infiltrated. Like this is where the men be in the space of all that shit that women be talking about. I got a real pussy, and they know that. Yeah. They understand that you have that. They understand this. Like you don't have to tell us. We don't got no pressure with you for that. Right. But when them motherfucking niggas say, if you're in a space that he look at you and be like, oh, they look at us like, bitch, how? Yeah. Because even when I was young and I started seeing the girls, I wanted to be like, how did they do this? Yeah. Like, well, would you get naked? Mm-hmm. How did this happen? Mm-hmm. And so she ran through that whole team. Mm-hmm. Even when the boys are heard, like, that's a man. That's a dude. It's like, nah. I remember one night we was coming from. Wait. We'll come to that. He hit her in the head with the pool. He hit her in the head with the pool stick. And at that time, me and that bitch had real pressure. Oh, so you didn't help? Bitch, fuck that pussy ass. At the time, we had real pressure. It was about a boy. Right. And so we had real pressure. And I was like, fuck that pussy ass motherfucker hoe. Bitch, they're good for that pussy ass hoe. So we weren't talking for a while. Right. And she had called me on the phone through a three-way because the trade had popped her with the pool stick, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I had went to school with them, and I got on the telephone with them. You know what I'm saying? It was like, bitch, why y'all motherfucking, even though I wasn't fucking with that pussy asshole, bitch, we still in the circle. Right. So, bitch, what y'all, I'm over there. And then so she's like, oh, Miss Chanel, girl,
It's just so crazy, girl, how we need to stick together, girl, as girls. I'm like, oh, now I'm one of the girls. Well, it's because I had a reputation of battling with the trade.
Right,
Bitch, listen, all that shit, that bitch don't want no pressure with me. Because I get out there in that pain, whether I can win or not. Bitch, you gonna get you gonna get the end of this, the front of this, for the back.
Right.
Bitch, we gonna battle until there's nothing left.
Right.
So they knew I was the battle cat. So I'm gonna confront the niggas. Ask you want much, you won't square with me like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, girl, it is so amazing. But I must say, later on in life, I did. It was like I told her this. I needed that from her. I needed her to say to me, bitch, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, she said it. What point in your life was this?
It was in these areas.
Really?
Bitch, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you.
Bitch, you tearing up.
Yes. Yes, girl.
Right.
That meant a lot.
You looked up to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bitch, that meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because, bitch, you know, you go through, you want to go, bitch, you want to give the fish too, bitch. I'm sorry, y'all gonna feel away about that fish shit, whatever. But you want to give the fish too.
Yeah.
You want to give it. Like,
Yeah.
And you looking at this is a goddess.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
And so, this is why I don't understand these people who have these things with the girls. It's like, if that's not a part of an existence for you, stay the fuck over there.
Yeah.
Nobody wants your fucking kids.
Yeah.
Nobody want to fuck on your children or want to do that. Bitch, we want to live.
Right. Yeah.
And that just meant a lot for me that she was just like, girl, I'm so proud of you. She said, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
That meant so much. And she's like, bitch, and you real, bitch. I was like, bitch, I know. Bitch, I know. Bitch, you were my determining reason.
Yes. Yeah.
You were my determining reason, bitch. When that bitch clanked those nails in my face and told me, bitch, fish starts in the face. And this is not fish. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I think people,
go ahead.
People don't know how these are queer stories and how artists, we got, you know what I'm saying? It's just shit crazy.
Do you remember the story you were about to say? And I said, go back. You said we were leaving iguanas.
If we was leaving motherfucking iguana, girl, I could tell y'all stories of men that I watch and people that I watch that grew into be superstars and men that grew into superstars, whatever, that we was, bitch.
Knew them back then.
Girl, we knew them when they were...
In the biblical sense.
We knew those, and we knew them. Yeah,
we knew them.
We had knew them. Yeah. We had knew them in the biblical sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so she used to tiptoe out with us, girl. When she was, but it was just a training class. And I think that what happened is we lost a lot of queens. We lost a lot of girls or whatever because they were so hell bent on being real. Bitch, it was about realness. Pussy.
Watch this correlation I'm gonna make. Keep going.
Realness, pussy, bitch giving it, bitch sliding through, standing neck and neck with the cunt. And letting her know, like, okay, girl, that's cute.
So even in the trans community, there was segregation.
Of course.
There was segregation. The girls who were real from the girls who were not, because the girls who were real were trying to assimilate.
Yes. And so when we see this...
In the same way segregation happened with black people.
Right. And so when we see this stuff going on in the world now...
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When I watch how these people, everybody trans.
Mm-hmm.
You got a beard, you trans. And so a lot of times the girls would get angry with me because I'm like, girl, I don't know that time.
Mm-hmm.
My gay mama didn't bring us through that.
Yeah.
And so, and being that I hold a position of influence, and sometimes I have to watch a lot of shit that I fucking say. But there were so many times during that whole thing before we got into this pickle of a shit that we in right now. I used to say, I do Clint Clark. Before we got into this pickle of some shit, I used to be like, I used to want to say, y'all girls got to stop. If y'all non-binary, y'all non-binary.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all gender non-conforming, y'all gender non-conforming. You are not trans. And stop grouping all of us together like this with this shit. And then the moment that they see one of y'all in there talking about some, y'all, it becomes propaganda.
Yeah.
The moment that one of y'all in the motherfucking place, and I used to be angry, Crick. I couldn't say this stuff. And we here now.
Right. We are.
We here now. They taking all the shit. They started at the top of the fucking list with the bullshit about gender, this and that. We're here now. We so you gotta whoop me in the street.
Right. Right.
But them pussy assholes over there, everybody's standing up there. I'm trans. I'm like, girl, you're not.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
No, you're not, girl. No. I know you may feel that.
Right.
But until you produce that, the production is not there.
This is a low budget film,
bitch. The production is not there, girl. Bitch, because my motherfucking gay mama would have tore you to pieces.
Right.
My gay mama would have peeled your cap back.
Because, like, what's that white trans girl that we talk?
Katie.
She's looking like Danny DeVito.
Katie.
Talking about I'm trans. So wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Motherfucking Katie.
I beg your pardon.
And I don't got no pressure with Katie.
I know what you're saying.
But it's just the fact of the matter. And I had to dance on it because I had Angelica Ross, them over there hitting me up, talking about, girl, you got to make sure. I'm like, man, go on with that bullshit.
Oh, so you really talking today?
I is. Because ain't them bitch gonna whoop me. Her hitting me up, telling me about, well, girl, you got to. We got to start breaking down these things about what is a woman and women have PCOS. I'm like, yes, women have PCOS, but bitch, that's not a training. I don't give a fuck what your black ass say to me. I had to let her know. These were private conversations. Now they're public. Whatever. Girl, I had to let her know. Bitch, don't call me with that bullshit about this stuff with this bullshit over here, because bitch, that. Bitch, I don't know what she may think she is, but she's not. Your presentation need to be on motherfucking on point. And to any trans motherfucking activist or advocate or whatever bitch that set in positions, I always have let those girls know with no names. But I will always let those girls know. You can't police the TS. And if you don't ever want to be in a motherfucking war with me, because I love and respect everybody, but bitch, you not gonna police the TS.
Right.
I'm from the same times that y'all from, and bitch, you know that none of our gay mamas played that. Bitch, y'all portrayed this shit on fucking TV. So bitch, you know. So don't come here trying to police fucking me and tell me, bitch. But I did. I understood my position. It wasn't my. It was like, Madison, understand. And they don't want to take, because I remember her telling me, well, you don't want them to take your words and act like you're condemning her. I said, well, I didn't invalidate her being trans. I just told that bitch she needs to step her motherfucking pussy up. Because don't tell me what they're gonna take in the media about me reprimanding her. Bitch, they taking her and putting her in the media with that fucking beard. Running that around the motherfucking country, bitch.
All right.
Talking about that this is a fucking trainee, bitch, with this goddamn 5 o'clock shower. Fuck that, that was a 10:30 shower. Bitch. This bitch got a 1030 shadow around her motherfucking face, bitch. And you don't understand what these people are doing out here in the fucking street.
God.
You don't understand. We gonna suffer for this shit.
Right.
These hoes up here screaming out that they trans and shit like that, and these bitches got on motherfucking boxer briefs, bitch.
Walking around with fades.
Boxer briefs and fades, bitch, and with gym towels in there shaving their motherfucking backs in the women's room. Who the fuck gonna goddamn? Who in the fuck is gonna reap the whirlwind of that? Who gonna reap that? Don't read that. Madison, you know you gotta do better. Bitch, I do. But right now, the bitch better be glad that I only gave her that. Ain't got enough money to get a big razor is $1. Asking me about, what about if I don't have the money? Okay, bitch, I'll send you $1. I went and sucked the bitch. I went on the bitch Amazon thing, the Katie girl, whatever the fuck that girl name, and I sent her a razor kit, the electric one. Bitch, stay shaved. The next time we see you in the media, the next time you pop up in the media, bitch, that bitch need to be off your face. Stay shaved. Bitch, you're not a female. Hello? I don't give a fuck. You might be a woman, but bitch, you're not a female. And because you are not a motherfucking female, bitch, you can't claim PCOS.
Right.
That is a fucking man's beard. That's not a hormonal motherfucking thing for you, bitch. It might be because it's the hormones of them. Those are male hormones that you got to get that shit off your fucking face. Now, I'm not reading nobody.
Most likely.
But ain't nobody gonna check me either. Because we're here now. We are.
Oh, my God.
Now we're here. But we got to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
Every 5 minutes, it was some fucking tranny shit. Every 5 minutes, I was like, oh my God. And it was the white ones. There was a few black ones that trickled through there with the bullshit because, the black ones started telling me, oh, well, TS, you wrong. You got money. You got privilege. I said, I always didn't.
Right.
You girls out there sucking dick, bitch, already, so why did make that boy give you $50 or $100 to take care of that? I still know a bitch right now that'll give you some underground hormones, bitch. You don't need the government to give you no hormones, bitch. I know a bitch right now that'll give you some hormones underground, bitch. What's the tea? You want to be pussy, bitch? You gotta look like it. I don't give a fuck what these new conservative, new liberal, or whatever. I don't even know what the word is. I don't know what these new motherfucking transvestites I told y'all. I come listen to your auntie, bitch, because I come from a long line. Listen to who? Listen to your auntie. Oh, God. I come from a long line of real bitches.
Yeah.
And you're not real. Because, bitch, because fish starts in the face.
Yes, indeed.
Wait a minute, they said 60 people dead on a plane crash.
Wait, what?
Oh, God. In Virginia. Girl, what done happened? Girl, what done crashed?
They said over the Potomac.
What done played? Who was it?
Girl, it definitely was Delta.
Who was it, girl?
Let me just Google plane crash. Over there by Reagan National.
What was it?
So it says it's a small plane. I don't think it was a commercial plane. It just says small plane. Inbound from Kansas. Over there at DCA.
Who was it? A military plane? A military helicopter crashed into it?
Mm. It is a sport.
They said American Airlines. They said a helicopter and a plane crash in midair.
Bitch.
They said they see an American Airlines. They said it was a commercial plane.
Oh, it was a commercial plane? They said it crashed with a Black Hawk? A Hawk? Like a helicopter?
American Airlines?
Well, girl, I don't fly them, so I already told you that.
Girl, they saying it's American Airlines.
Girl, yeah, I told you I don't fly them.
Oh, my God. Toya, I can't help you, babe. I can send you to a person that'll give you affirm afterpay. What it is?
Affirm afterpay, Klarna.
Babe, listen, Bill's tight over here. I only make $11,000 a year. American Airlines over the Potomac River, over 68 people possibly dead.
But you know what? I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, God.
She is so cute to me.
Beautiful. Mid-air.
My God.
Damn. Oh, they said some elected officials was on the plane?
Somebody said Republican or Democrat. Bitch, you were reading my mind.
Oh, they saying it's a video of it. Oh, God.
Well, if it wasn't the Cheeto, I don't care. That's what somebody in the comments said.
You talking about, was it Air Force One?
Right.
Craig, you always be intrigued when I tell these stories.
I don't know. It's like I just go back in time. I've been trying to imagine that person.
But do you think that I'm kind of? We're here now, Craig. Mm-hmm. So we could just be politically correct, unbiased.
What?
Do you think that was a lot of the issue too?
What are you talking about with the black and queer community?
No, I'm talking about with the training.
What was it? Oh yeah. Everything that you just said.
Yeah, that a lot of that, and like every time that we kept seeing, you know.
But that was kind of what I was saying the other day when we did the show, and I was saying I think that it was bothersome to people in the corporate space, corporate America, when it became so politically correct. Like you had to almost, I think a lot of them felt like they almost had to tiptoe around gay rights. And, you know, you got the sheet, you know, how do you identify? You got all of that stuff at the end of your signature and your email. And you know what I'm saying? And I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine the other day, and he was saying that he works with a guy who one day he comes in dressed like a man and he goes to the men's room. Another day he comes in, he's dressed like a woman, and then he goes into the women's bathroom. And it's just like, okay, which one? What you gonna do, bitch? Like Monique said, the two can play that game. What you gonna do, bitch? So I think, to your point, I think people kind of got exhausted with it and just got to a point where it was just like,
So you think that's why there was a big applause and all this stuff? It's just like, girl, finally we tired of it.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, not they were carrying immigrants. Hold on. Hold on now.
Are you serious?
Okay, what did CNN just confirm?
Yeah, what did CNN confirm? Somebody said, girl, I am gay, and I was tired of it.
Saying that.
Wow.
Yeah, but there was a lot of the girls. There were a lot of the girls that, you know, were trying to, you know, keep peace and coddle that shit and be like, well, Madison, we can't invalidate their transness or invalidate. And it's just like, I was not trying to invalidate. Mm-hmm. It's, girl, a big razor is $1. Craig, a big razor is $1. I'm sorry. If I walk into the motherfucking bathroom, bitch, and I'm a trainee, and bitch, I see a motherfucker coming out there fully bearded, I'm gonna be like, of course I'm gonna be looking, or if a motherfucker in there standing over the sink shaving.
Yeah.
And which made me try to make sure that I said out of my mouth and say, thank you, Sharonda. I'm gonna look at it, which makes me say come out of my mouth to say this right here, Craig. We respect you being transgender.
Mm-hmm.
We believe that you transgender.
Mm.
Your presentation to the public that ain't caught up with the stuff yet ain't matching what you believe.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell you that you had to be this glamazon ass bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Or this goddamn overly pussy, this real pussy, real cunt, real bitch. I didn't say you had to be this.
Yeah.
But bitch, you need to give something.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate.
That's essentially what your gay mother was saying to you in the beginning. How do we know these people aren't in the beginning of their transition?
Craig, in the beginning,
When she was telling you, you think this is fish? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how...
in the beginning, you had better understand that I knew I didn't feel I was a brick, but I damn sure went in the club with no beard and no dress. And that I'm a trainee.
Right. Hello.
I damn sure wasn't trying to give the cut. And didn't have my motherfucker, and didn't have my bras padded.
Right.
I didn't say I was gonna give the cut, and then have the bitch. I knew I needed to take that extra $1 shot. I knew I needed that extra $1.
Right. Do you think that trans identity became trendy for some?
I believe that just like motherfucking, what's that whole name? That goddamn tired ass bitch, Bruce. That nigga did that shit for a fetish.
Really?
That nigga man was tore up and did that shit for a fetish, because if you did that, if you was a real trainee, it ain't no way possible, bitch, that you'll be moving like a white man. Ain't no way possible that you be moving like a white man. But your financial privilege, that bitch financial privilege.
Yeah.
Made that bitch say, I'm gonna go ahead on and fulfill my fetish. I done fucked this bitch and I had a bunch of kids already. I got all the kids I need.
Basically.
Now I want to get fucked in my motherfucking ass. Or I've been watching transsexuals all my motherfucking life. So bitch, now I want to go down here and get me a motherfucking pussy, so I can know what it feel like to get fucked in the pussy and to be desired as a fucking woman. I do believe that it was most definitely a sexual fetish. Do you know how many white men that I done dated as a prostitute, bitch, that had all those things of getting up and drag and wanting to be humiliated and walked in the street?
Right, yeah.
Those were fetishes, and I do believe that nigga's fetish got a hold of her. And when her fetish got a hold of that bitch, she stayed in it and cut her motherfucking little dick ass, her little dick off, because I'm sure it was a little dick.
You think she had a...
I think that whole dick was love.
You think she had the surgery?
Yeah, that bitch had the surgery. I think that whole dick was love. And the bitch motherfucking had the operation. Yeah, wanted to wear stockings and shit. And bitch clothes. And wanted to know what it feel like to be wooed as a woman.
Girl.
Went down there and got that big dick black nigga that she was fucking around with at first. Bust her pussy hole, in her ass. And now the bitch back being a dyke. That bitch don't never want no street. That bitch don't ever want no street motherfucking wordplay with me, bitch. That whole, I would cuss the bunions off their whole feet. Cuss the bunions off that pussy ass nigga feet. Because, bitch, there's no way that you can call yourself a trainee and still lean to the way that you leaning.
Yeah. Because I just think it's ultra inconsiderate of how she votes, how she tweets, how she speaks out, because it can be dangerous to other trans people, especially if she really does identify as trans. Because when you think about her story,
I believe in that bitch mind. That bitch is a trainee, but that bitch.
Oh, really? That's funny. Why did you close down at 7:30 when it says 8? 7:30. But your sign says 8.
Sorry, it's okay. Hi.
It's not okay. So give me the number to your corporate office.
See, I told you she doesn't understand what you said.
Oh, really? That's funny. She understands me just fine. She was just standing here next to you. Yeah.
The one with the ponytail, she's skinny. She's gonna get fired. and she's gonna curse and say F you and all that when she closed the door. She's getting fired.
Why did you guys close the kitchen at 7:30 when the sign says 8?
What is her name? Then get her over here. We want her name. She's getting fired. I'm coming back over here. That's her right there.
Why did you close down at 7:30 when it says 8? 7:30.
Yeah, that bitch was a cross-dresser.
Because she lived as a white man.
That bitch was a transvestite. And bitch, if somebody cut this video, because I know they done cut plenty of my videos up, bitch, and I know they have. Because bitch, we were supposed to have a booking together one day, and that bitch found out I was there. That bitch was like, nope.
Really?
Yep. Bitch, I wouldn't book no more.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Right. Okay.
But
All right, y'all. I'm going to bed.
Bitch,
It's been fun. It's been
I know your
real.
motherfucking ass.
I will see y'all
Didn't want to be
tomorrow.
the face of it.
Happy Lunar New
You feel me? But you
Year
was
to
the
y'all. All the
And
things.
because Laverne was
And I
out
will
there in
see
these
you
streets
tomorrow.
going hard in the paint.
Well, later today.
And it was Laverne.
Peace out.
Which they do a lot, like Laverne, because Laverne can eloquently speak. Laverne is extremely knowledgeable about the shit.
Yeah, but it's like
motherfucking talking about, bitch. And Laverne can appeal to the white people.
Yeah. Lunar New Year.
When that motherfucking hoe came out there and put that damn dress on, and we was trying to figure out what the fuck that bitch name was gonna be. When they put that bitch in that dress and put that pussy ass hoe on the cover of that Vanity Fair, it reset the order of things.
Yeah.
It reset the order and it put it back to Crocker.
Yeah.
It put it back into how that they wanted it to be lined up.